Hello there. Let me see. I have several people online already. Some are joining us through the phone, and some are joining us through your computer. If you're in your computer, please put on your camera. That way I could see you. Hi, Daniel. How you doing? And I know I see several people. If you're on the phone, I can't tell who you are because I only see your phone number. So who is ends with 5341? Okay, welcome everyone to my virtual book club. I do this every month. I am a very avid reader and I like to share everything with you. So we're gonna get started. Some logistics about it. You are muted, so let me just mute some people because we don't want kids, lawnmower, washing machines to join the conversation. If it's time allowed, I'm going to mute you and then we could talk more about the book. So let's see, there's a lot of people still joining us, so we're just going to get started slowly and let some people get in. I'm going to do very quickly. Is it recording? Yes, it is recording. So, hi, this is Lorena Arnold with the Women Time and Money and the Women Investment Group, and I will be your host today. We're going to talk about the Millionaire Success Habits by Graziosi. Before we get started, want to remind you, if you have not done so, if you're on the phone, you won't be able to do it, but if you're in your computer, click below and then you could see the chat room. Click on the chat room and then you'll see all the participants and you'll see that you're muted. Just to check my speaker phone, whoever is on the computer, can you hear me okay? Is my volume okay? Just type yes, the volume is okay. It's hot in Denver, so I do have my fan on. I hope the fan is not interfering over there. Let me see. Yep, everybody says you hear me okay. Good, good, good. So let's just get started again. Now, let's get, tell me or raise your hand if you're in your computer, or I don't know if you won't be able to join if you're on the phone. I have several people on the phone. If you're on the iPhone, I could see you on your iPhone, but for some reason you're on your phone. Maybe you didn't come here, but anyways. I want to know if you read or you still reading the book. So maybe you could tell me if you're on your computer, let me guess you have read the book. Are you still reading the book? I know some people have contacted me. I have not received the book yet. Well, it'll come. Don't worry. So it's probably still on the mail. Okay, my next question is, have you joined the challenge, The Better Life, and what day are you today? Now I have read this book. This is my second time reading the book. So I did a challenge back in January and February. Since I announced I was going to do it with you, I'm reading it again. I'm doing the challenge as well. I'm on my 20th day. So if you are doing the challenge, would you want to type what day are you? Are you doing the challenge every day? It takes about 1 or 2 minutes to answer the question. It encourages you to share with everybody. But as you do the challenge and as you read the book, you're seeing the same thing. How to set up goals, how to know where you are right now, how to share with people that you care about your goals. So I encourage you to do the challenge. As the challenge is every day, and as you learn the habits that he has, you're gonna learn to do the habits every day as well. So it's a little habits that you need as well to do it every day. So good. So you're reading the book and you're doing the challenge. Good. So now let's dig a little bit about the book. So I have a presentation for you. Let me see if I could pull it out very quickly. Okay, slideshow, yes. And then I share my screen. There you are, there. By now, if you are on the phone, I am showing a PowerPoint presentation with a picture of me and the title of the book. This is my virtual book club. And I may be sharing some information to the PowerPoint. Now, the next question I have for you. How many habits did you find? It doesn't really tell you habit 1, habit 2, habit 3, and you do this and you do that. Actually, Dean, through his stories, he's teaching you a habit. And usually towards the end of a chapter, he's going to tell you, oh, this is a really good success habit for you to have. But it doesn't really tell you what's a habit. It tells you the story, what happened. So let me tell you, I have compiled all the habits. They are a total of 16 habits, 17 happiness habits that you need to have, and 10 quick hacks. Along his book, he tells you he's shared or interviewed a lot of people, like the owner of the salons, and Tony Robbins, and Maria Furelo, a lot of successful people. So he, at the end, he has 17 quick hacks habits for you. So we have a total of 42 habits. Now, the purpose of the book is not for you to change your life entirely. The purpose of the book is for you to pick a habit, the one that you best feel is going to work in your life, and do a small thing in your life. Okay? So we don't have time. We don't have time to review the whole book, the whole habits. I'm going to give you some of the ones I like, some of the ones that I have incorporated. I'm going to share with you a lot of the stories that really trigger me. I like some of his stories. Some I did let pass. If you're on the computer, maybe at the end, or maybe on your phone, I'm going to invite you to share a little bit. What's your favorite story, or what's your habit, or what's the one habit you're willing to implement tomorrow to radically change your life and your business. So just be ready, start taking notes, because I'm going to pick on you. So I have the cliff notes. I have 3 pages worth of habits, and I have also put the page where the habit is. So at the end of the call, I will email everybody that had RSVP. Again, if you're on the phone, I can't tell who you are. So if you RSVP to this webinar, you'll receive the email with this, how we call it, the cliff notes, Lorena's cliff notes for the 30 habits. So here we are. Now let's start very quickly with habits number 1. In chapter 1, there is a story that he shares with you. So let me go back to my chapter 1 because I have it noted with you. And if you have your book, chapter 1, it is on page 20. He tells the story about a farmer, and see if this compares with you. Imagine a farmer gets up every single day and he puts his grain on the back of the tractor, and he puts the tractor in gear, and he drives out a mile into the pasture to feed the cows, and they all come running. He dumps the feed and goes back to the barn. If the farmer gets up every single day for 10, 15, 20 years, the same tractor, the same field, he builds a rut, according to Dean. His tractor is going to start getting a pad. He can almost put the tractor on automatic and everything will be taken care of. The purpose of the story is your life in a rut? Have you been doing the same thing that everybody else is doing? Have you been doing everything every day? So with this introduction, with this story, Dean wants you, Dean wants to invite you to a challenge. Let's suppose this same farmer just moved his steering wheel 1/4. His tractor will start taking a different direction. He will start having a different result. Perhaps he starts seeing a different part of his field he has never seen for 10, 15, 20 years. So the first habit that you're going to have is begin focusing on what you do want rather than what you don't want. It becomes a success habit that can completely change the outcome of your life. If you want to get what you already have, continue on the same tractor. But if you want something different in your life, just make small changes, 1/4 of a turn. Start changing your habits to have different results. Now, the question that Dean says is, have you let go of the wheel? Have you just go into automatic every day? You wake up, breakfast, work, kids, come back. Don't let go of the wheel. You are in control of your life. So grab again that wheel and you're gonna turn it 1/4 of a mile. Start having different results. And once you start having moved your steering wheel 1/4, you start having different results. So those are the habits that are gonna change you. Turn your wheel a little bit so you don't get in the rut. The rest of the book, some of the beginning chapters, is preparing you for other habits. He starts by making sure you know where you are going and setting the correct goals to do it. So let's jump ahead to page 23, that's chapter number 2. Chapter number 2 there, the foundation. So let me see if I have a slide, a power slide for that. Yes, I have. So some of you in the computer, you see it. On your phone, you don't. So what I have is I have a line. This represents your life. Today is now, and to arrive or to go towards the direction of your goal, that's your future. So on top of the line, I have a why. You have goals, maybe you set up resolutions at the beginning of the year. You have financial, mental, spiritual, professional goals. But you really need to establish a why. Not because your parents told you to do, or not because you do that every year. Your why really comes from your heart. You need to understand where are you going. So the story, talking about story, Dean has another story that really triggers. So if you have the book, it's on page 23, it compares your life to a fast track, a fast car. And I'm going to read. I am in a fast car. I'm driving 100 miles per hour. And I know for sure I don't want to go to Florida. I don't want to go to Texas. I don't want to go to Arizona. But I'm not sure where actually do you want to go. So there is a dilemma. There's a lot of places where you don't want to go. A couple of years ago, I did a vision board workshop with a lot of people. If you're familiar with a vision board, is we get a big whiteboard and with the help of magazines, we cut pictures of goals that you desire. And that makes you have a visual of what you're trying to accomplish. And in the middle, I make them pull put where do you want to go. And on that particular vision board, I have a lady that says, Lorena, can I put what I don't want? I don't want to be poor. And it's the same thing that Dean is saying. There are many places you don't want to go, but it's well known that what you think about, you attract. So if you're constantly saying to yourself, I don't want to be poor, the universe hearing the poor thing. So put things that you want. So here you are in a fast car, in a sport car, you're driving 100 miles per hour. Where do you want to go? Don't tell me where you don't want to go. Tell me where you want to go. And on chapter 2, it helps you set up some positive goals. Now, on the last paragraph, he says, everybody is racing around with a Ferrari brains, but no one has a GPS. So where do you rather have? Do you rather arrive on drive a Ferrari but not knowing where you are? Or do you rather drive previous, a small, little, inexpensive cars, but know exactly where you are, where you go? Whatever vehicle you choose is up to you, but it will take you where you want to go. Just tell the vehicle where you want to go and where not to want to go. So the second goal, let me see, the second habit that I have is know where you want to go. Let me just look very quickly to make sure I'm online. Yeah, focus on going where you want to go. Now, I think I got ahead of my presentation. Oh, thank God. Yeah. On page 41, very quickly, to help you assess where you want to go, Dean has a great exercise, the 7th level. So you're following along in the book, it's on page 41, the 7th level exercise. Now, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out the 7 levels because I have it. So I'm going to go. So if you're on the phone and you're following along, in the book, Dean will constantly tell you where to get some of the material. So I went to his website, thebetterlife.com, and on the top side it says book exercises. So one of the book exercises that he has is the 7th level. If you're not really sure where you're going, I don't want to go to Arizona, but I don't want to go to Florida, but what do I want to do in life? Do the 7th level exercise. And that's his habit number 2. At least twice a year, sit down, and there is a format that you're going to do, and you're going to ask yourself 7 times what you really want. And he has a story also about he personally, Dean, paid for a mentor, paid him a lot of money, and the only thing that the mentor did to him is ask him the 7 levels. So if you are not really sure, make sure you sit down with somebody you trust. Maybe give me a call and I could do the exercise with you. But it's asking yourself 7 times why something is important to you. And Dean starts, the first question is, what's important to you about becoming successful? Think about it, write it down, and again, you're probably going to say, because I want to share with my family, because I want to increase my income, and then break it down into why is that important for you? Oh, well, maybe because I want to provide for my family. I want to make sure my parents see that I'm successful. And again, you ask yourself again, why is that important for you? Now we're talking about parents. Okay, I want to make sure my parents know I'm a productive adult, or I want to show them that I'm good enough, you get the choice. You ask 7 times according to what you're answering. And I don't know why 7 is the magic number, but on the 4 or 5th, your brain start answering, or your heart will start. You start answering things from your heart, why you really want to be successful. So it's not that you want $1 million. Everybody wants $1 million, but what's the $1 million for? Is to provide, to give back, to give a legacy for your kids, to make sure your parents are provided, or to make sure you still have a roof and food on your table. Once you start feeling that your heart answer, you know you really why. You real why. So I encourage you to do the 7-level exercise. I said get the material, get somebody you trust, and make sure there's no negative or it's going to judge you to do the exercise with you. You need to do it at least 2 times a year. So not just the beginning of the year, but maybe February and March, and maybe again on the fall. What I do, and if you are on the computer, I'm going to show you my journal. I journal every morning, and I do the 7-level exercise about once a month. You'll be amazed how my answers are starting to be consistent. I'm starting to say no to things that I don't align to my goals. I'm starting to take action on the goals because I repeat them so many times that I already know what I want. So habit number 2, let me go back to my PowerPoint. Share screen. Habit number 2, to create abundance and prosperity, do the 7-level deep why exercise at least 4 times a year. Right now, okay, I guess I need to do it more time. I do it twice, but 4 times a year. So very quickly, just a check. Is everybody hearing me okay? If you're on my computer, do a thumbs up. Everything is okay. We're reading the book. Let me just close this window. Okay, habit number 3. Focus on improving on what you are already good at the point of greatness. And if you want habit number 3, is on page 58 and is within the chapter number 3. Now in chapter number 3, he has another story. I have heard this story before. My yoga instructor told it many times. I had shared it with my kids. And it's the story about the 2 wolves. Without reading it verbatim, let me see if I remember, but it's about a Navajo woman telling the story to her grandson about the 2 wolves. One wolf is the one that is the jealous, is envy, is malicious, is scarcity, is not being good enough. And the other wolf is the good wolf, the positive one, the let me see, the one that has goals, the ones that are always taking care of people. They love, compassion, positive. So the little boy wanted to know, which wolf do you feed? And the woman answered, the one that you want. If you want to feed negativity, pessimistic, you feed that wolf. But if you want different, if you want love, compassion, and positivity, you feed that wolf. So in this chapter is telling you which wolf are you feeding. It's up to you to feed the wolf that your soul wants. So I have heard that story before, and always as a habit, I try to remember, oh, I'm getting mad right now. At the grocery store, or somebody cut me off in the car. Which wolf am I feeding that moment? The wolf that is going to make me mad, or the wolf that is going to make me have compassion? maybe that car passed me very fast because they're running to the hospital. They're behind on their work or something. So make sure every day you understand which wolf are you feeding. So Dean compares the bad wolf as a villain. Now I have a picture on the screen. If you're on the phone, you won't be able to see it. But again, I put your line. Today is now. You're gonna have your why, your goals, and you're gonna go to a destination. The villain are your limited beliefs. It's your self-doubt, your resistance, you things that I don't have enough, I don't know enough, I don't have enough money, poor me, the victim on you. The villain lives between now and the past. Are your baggage, to bad baggage. And sometimes we drill so much in the past that you're carrying so much, it doesn't let you go to the future, doesn't let you move forward. Have you ever been in a situation where you're holding resentment for something that happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago? Why are you holding that resentment? That's a villain in you. You're using energy of something that already passed. So with the help of the habits that Dean is going to give you, it's going to help you control that billion, to help you create a new hero on you. And a picture that I have under your goals is a picture of a superwoman or a superman with your cape, your confidence, you're strong, you're focused, and you're not going to let that big bad wolf hold you for your dreams. So you need tools to control the villain. You need tools to let go of that big bad wolf, which are the habits. Every time you wake up on a funk, you're depressed, or you don't know anything what to do, read the habits. Maybe one is missing on your life. Like I said, there are 30 habits. Think positive. Start hanging out with positive people. Focus on what you really want or not what you really don't want. So I have a slide. I'll be willing also to send you the slide. So if you're on the phone and you cannot see it, I'll send it to you. That way you will see what I'm talking about. Let me see what else I have for you. Now, some of you are on the phone. Usually I program my virtual book club for you to talk, but I'll continue talking for a little bit more if you want me. Habit number 4, ignore bad advice. How many of you have you heard when they telling you no to do something when really it's in your heart for do it? I do a lot of real estate investing, and you will be amazed how many of my own family tells me that real estate is risky. Everything is risky. Even getting into the highway is risky. But I got educated decisions. I hang out with people that do it. I've been very successful. So I make sure I hear their advice that help me get my goal. No people that tells me or puts me with fear. Let me see, what else do I have for you? Oh, we're gonna jump very quickly to habit number 8. Let me see, habit number 8, if you have your book, is on page 81. Why do I want to share this with you? It's about the power of your story. And in my PowerPoint, I'm having habit number 8, align your story with your vision. And I have a picture of Gina and also the book that she wrote. If you read the book already, chapter number 8, it tells the story about Gina. And I'm grateful enough to know who is Gina, and I have met her personally. And Gina and I have created things that we're gonna do for next month as well. So Gina's story. What's your story? So let me share very quickly. Gina's old story is, I am an old lady. I can do a lot of things. Maybe this is down part of my life. I can just settle in. I'm not good enough. I didn't finish school. So that was Gina's story. She was 63. She was already empty nested. Her kids had grew up and left. She used to teach piano. But once her kids, very dedicated to her kids, but once her kids left, they went to college, she didn't know what to do. She felt misplaced. So her story was, oh, I'm an old lady now. I don't know what else to do. She attended some of Dean's webinars and workshops. She changed her story. Now her story is, I'm a strong, young 63-year-old who has discovered the next phase of my life. I am vibrant, beautiful. There is nothing anyone at any age can do that I can't do. Age doesn't limit us. It empowers us to use the wisdom we have gathered to be and act smarter and faster. Nothing can stop me from the joy, happiness, wealth, and abundance that I desire. God gave me so many amazing gifts, and I intend to use them all. Who's Gina now? Gina is a very successful real estate investor. She's also the author of A Time to Profit. And if you could see my screen, I have a picture of her book because I'm gonna give you a notice advance. That's the book we're gonna read next month. So be ready. I will announce it after this, but the next book is gonna be about Gina. And she's gonna tell you how she changed her story. So what's your story? What's the story that you tell to yourself? I met a lot of women, and a lot of them, I used to be one of them, are stuck in the past. Oh, I divorced so many years ago. Now I'm raising my kids, and I'm stuck now with this financial situation. They don't realize that they just changed the story. They could be that wealthy, confident woman you always wanted to be. I was one of them. In fact, not long ago, let me say about 2 or 3 years ago, I also hired a mentor to start helping me with my speaker skills. He asked me, Rafael, who are you? And I start telling the story, oh, when I came to this country, and then when I got divorced, and then if you have heard my story, the death of my other's past, and I spent about 30 minutes telling him my sad story. And this is a 1 hour meeting. And he told me, Lorena, I don't want to know your past. I don't want to know the victim. I don't want to know what happened with you. I want to know who you are today, and when you speak, who you want to portray, what's the word? Portrait. Ah, I finally say it. Portrait. So I changed my story. Now I'm very strong, confident. I'm a cash flow expert. I help women get their financial independence by finding investments. I totally changed my story. And now I am who I say I am, not my past. So I invite you to sit down. That's habit number 8. Align the story with your vision. Change the story and change your life. Just like Gina did, just like I did. Just a little tweak. Remember that steering wheel? Just change a little bit, change the story, and start aligning your story with your goals. So let me see, what else do I have for you? There's so many things in the book. If I have time, I'll read it for you again. Once you read it one time, read it again, it goes faster. Then you start identifying a lot of the habits. Oh yeah, the exercise about the story. If you are with your book, it's on page 91. It does tell you what's your story. Write down your story, and the next day write it again, your new story, and then say it out loud. Time to shift your story. Oh, the burning house. That's another story that he tries to tell you how important it is to change the story. Imagine you are in a house full of old memories from your life, and some are good memories. But others are those negative stories that remind you of a bad thing that happened in the past. Now imagine that the house is on fire and you have a tiny suitcase in your hand and only a minute to say some of those memories. What memories will you pick? So that's gonna be your new story. Just pick the stories that really help you reach your goals, promote who you are, and help you be always wealthy, enthusiastic, and compassionate, and everything you always wanted to be. Yeah, the story. Okay, let me see if I found it again. Change the story, no. One of the exercises that he has also to do, um, the 4 C's. He talks about the 4 C's of confidence. And if you follow me along on Facebook, I made a recording yesterday about the 4 confidence. But the story I want to find with you is, okay, there's another story. I'm reading my book. If you're stuck a little bit, oh, I don't know my goals, I don't know what I'm good at, it makes you, it helps you, it asks you to write on a piece of paper what's cool about you. And a couple of months ago, I have a workshop which I invited some ladies how to increase your confidence, and I gave them a bracelet to all my participants. And I don't know if you could see it if you're on the screen. It says, be cool. One of the things to help you increase your confidence is to remind yourself, why are you cool about? You always be cool. On the spreadsheet, also on the documents he shares with you about the book, one of them is also how to be cool. Let me see if I find that one. Book resources. So one day, just sit down, have a nice cup of coffee when you're in a very nice positive mood, because this is going to help you when you're in a rotten mood. Write the top 10 things you're cool about. You put your kids to bed. You finish your education. You know how to drive a power tools. You donate to non-profit organizations. You write messages to people in need, thank you cards, birthday cards. You still have your friends from kindergarten or 5th grade. That's what it's cool about. So you write them down, you write 10 things, and then you keep it on your journal. And then when you feel you're in a rut, you have a difficult day, you just pull them out. That instantly is going to boost your confidence. Yes, I am good with my kids. I read with my kids. I always make dinners with my kids. I spend time with my kids. I finish my education. And if you know some of my story, it took me 10 years to finish college because, like some of us, I graduated in motherhood first, and then I waited until my kids went to school. But in 2008, I finally got my degree. And it was a good experience because my kids got to watch me doing homework, being dedicated, being committed. So that's something that's good for me. I was able to do it. I donate to nonprofit. So start writing the 10 things that you're good at. The other exercise I wanted to talk to you about it. Let me find it. Oh, it talk about to write the best day of your life. Think about a year from now. Write yourself a letter a year from now If all your financial problems are okay, you have acquired your goals. So you're going to write a letter from a year from now, looking backwards. I was able to take these actions. I was able to take this goal. I started a business, and now I feel very proud and accomplished. So you write yourself a letter from a year from now, looking back. Again, put it on your journal, maybe write it down every day. It doesn't need to be too long, 2, 3 paragraphs. It's just a short letter for you. Um, I had actually known about this habit long time ago. And one of them, I attended a personal development workshop, and we wrote the letter, we gave it to the speaker, and a year later, I received the letter back. I totally forgot about it. And I received the letter back, and I was reading some of the things I wrote. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to start investing. I'm going to start empowering and encouraging women. And maybe 80% of the letter, I have accomplished it. It made me feel very proud of me. Now, this is some years ago. So that's a great habit. Some of you know that I'm in the process of writing a book. Okay. The book is written. I'm in the editing process. That's what takes a little bit longer. So every week I meet with my mentor, my book writing mentor, and I'm expecting him to hear things about how many chapters do you have you edited these chapters, make sure your protagonist does something, make sure you're teaching something. No, what my mentor makes me do is write myself a letter. A year from now, your book is going to be very successful. You're going to be a bestseller in Amazon, and you're going to start selling and speaking and teaching about your book. It's the same exercise. And then he asks us, and then you're going to read it to somebody else. And then you're going to read it to your spouse. And then you're going to read it every day. What my mentor is trying to do is for me not to lose on my dream of being a successful writer. The book is right there. I'm taking action, but I don't want to lose on my feeling. So let me make sure what habit is that. Oh, habit number 10, page 120. Build your confidence instantly by writing yourself a letter a year from now, looking from the past. What else do I have for you? Power phrases. The power phrases. Some of us, remember the village, we're carrying things that we heard from the past. We're carrying things that we heard from our parents. You're not good enough. Oh, look at you. You're lazy. Blah, 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 blah. When you're on the funk, it helps a lot when that you have a power phrase to help you move forward. And Tony Robbins is very good. If you have attended some of his workshops, it tells you how to use a power phrase. Some of the power phrases that I have and that I read every day, it helped me start my day. So I'm going to share with you some of the power phrases that I have, where you could make your own. Some of the power, and sometimes I share it on Facebook, but if you want a copy of my power phrases, just let me know. I choose to be powerful, strong, and confident. I understand that my true self runs deeper than my conditional mind and personality. I am willing to act regardless of any inconvenience or discomfort. I honor my feelings, yet I'm able to act in spite of my mood. I have some of my power phrases on my board. I have a board with my vision board. If courage isn't the absence of fear, but moving past it, then thinking big isn't the absence of doubt, but moving past it. One of my best bracelets that I have is dream big, always dream big. So I have be cool, dream big, and be strong. What other power phrase that I use? I receive love and gratitude. I give love and gratitude. It's safe for me to have more money that I need. It is my time and I'm ready for more. Also, I carry my power phrases in my journal. I carry them on my purse because when life happens and it gets tough, I pull them out, and instantly I get confidence again. So, what's some of your power phrases? Let me check very quickly. He's on the chat room. Yes, I will send my power phrases again. Um, okay. And no questions. I think some questions are asking about the challenge. They're still trying to join in. Yeah. So that's, let me stop sharing. I've been sharing Habit 8 for a while, but I really want you to see me. So, habit number 10, build your confidence instantly with your power phrases. The other exercise that Dean has and is also on the challenge is look on your pictures. Look at your pictures, one of the pictures that you don't like. Some of us had pictures that, I'm looking so funny, or I look drunk, or my nose is too big, or look at the hair. Look at an ugly picture of you. And then write some words that describe these pictures. Again, this exercise is also on the book resources. Let me just share that very quickly with you. Share screen. It's called the two picture exercise. So find a picture of you, an old picture that you don't like, you put it there, and you write some words that tell it, or you are ugly, or you didn't accomplish anything, or something. And now take a new picture of you. Make sure you comb your hair, you put your makeup on, and you guys, you comb your hair very nice, you're very nice and shaved or something. And you compare the two pictures. This is an ugly picture of you. This is a new picture of you. And you put them on the refrigerator together. And you're constantly going to remind yourself that this is not what I want to be. This is what I want to be. On the challenge, it actually makes you download the pictures on the website. Don't worry, it doesn't go anywhere. It goes to Dean's mentors. And then you get to talk about it. Why that picture makes you feel down and negative, and why the new picture makes you feel confident and positive. Let me stop sharing because I want you to see me. Let's see. Stop sharing. There you are. Oh, hi, there I am. Okay, so the book is full of stories, as you could tell, and the book is full of exercise along with the Better Life Challenge. Do the exercise. Take some time to do it. Share it with somebody that you care. The two pictures, the letter to yourself a year from now. What package will you take if your house is on fire? If you're a sport car, where will you go? You're a Ferrari. Make sure you have a GPS. Have your 4 C's of confidence. Start writing your goals. Let me see, I'm looking at the long list of habits that I have. We have about 10 minutes right now. Let's review very quickly the happy habits. And if you have your book, it's on chapter number 9. Chapter number 9, attraction, persuasion. I'm looking at my book. chapter number 9, the power of happiness. And Dean spends the whole chapter, the whole 20 pages of chapter 9, telling you how to be happy. It's not when you're going to be happy, it's be happy now. A lot of people confuse when I get a promotion, I'll be happy. And I'm reading page 189 if you have the book. When I start my own company, I'll be happy. When my wife truly understands me or my husband truly understands me, I'll be happy. So he wants you to get rid of the when and start putting the now. I am happy now because of my circumstances. So he gives you, let me see again, 10 different ways to be happy. And it starts by being happy now. Define what happiness looks and feels like to you. Make the present your friend. Today I'm going to be happy, and whatever it happens, it's going to be happy again. It's not when. Stop overthinking. Some of the sufferings in life is because we are overthinking. We overthink what people say about us. We overthink about, oh, I should have done this or I should have not done that. Don't overthinking. Just be happy today. Let go of specific outcomes. Let go of the shiny object syndrome and try to be happy today. Now, I have an exercise for you. Maybe you just follow me along on the past 10 minutes. My background is computer science, so I try to think on logic. So tell me if it's true. Time plus money equals happiness. When you have enough time, you'll be happy. When you have enough money, you'll be happy. So I changed around that formula. I first move time to the other side. So it reads money equals happiness and time, which is false because I could have a lot of money and not be happy. Then I move time to the other side, which is false again because I may have a lot of time and not be happy either. Then I move happiness on the other side. So my formula is happiness equals time and money. Be happy today and you'll see time and you'll see the money will come and you'll see you'll have the time to do the things what you want to do. It's not the other way around. So just think about it. Let's go over specific outcomes. I'm also reviewing the happiness habits and it's on page 185 in the book. Let go of grudges. Grudges are very heavy from the past. Try not to take things personally because it's like that villain, that gremlin from the past holding you and it will not let you go. Do you know people that have hold grudges for years and it's not really helping you? So let go of grudges. Be grateful for what is in front of you. Don't settle for this good enough and always be part of something bigger. Oh, here, my bracelet again. Dream big, be strong, be cool. I always remind me about that. If you want the bracelets, just let me know. Send me a note and I'll make sure you get some of them as well. Those are the 10 happiness habits. Then he goes into the quick hacks for success. There are 17 hacks for success, and he goes very quickly about it, and I just wrote everything I can. Take creative time daily. Every day, sit down in the morning and plan your day. What the phrase goes, plans don't fail, people fail to plan, so make sure you plan your day. Be grateful, always be grateful of what you have. And if you don't even remember because you're in a song, in fact, I Facebook this morning. Be grateful that you have a hot shower in the morning because some of people don't even have that. So be grateful, sing, hot shower in the morning, coffee is good. Set a gratitude alarm. So let me show you my phone. If you're still on the computer, you could see it. If you're on the phone, I am showing you a screenshot of my phone with my alarms. And it's on the book. I copied on the book and I have it on all the time. Of course, I wake up at 7 in the morning. At 10:10, the alarm rings. Be optimistic, enthusiastic, and loving. At 3:03 in the afternoon, my alarm rings again. You could handle everything every day. And at 7:07 in the evening, my alarm rings one more time. You're truly blessed. Be grateful every day. So you'll be amazed when my phone rings and I'm in a meeting with a client. Oh, what you have? You have a call? No, I have a reminder. I can handle everything today. I'm optimistic and enthusiastic, or I'm truly blessed and grateful. Oh, those are cute alarm, blah, blah, blah. I got it from the book. So make sure you have alarm. Put things that you want to remind you for. Set gratitude alarms. And I do have the page 204. Another quick hack. Spoil yourself randomly. Treat yourself to things that evoke a positive emotion. Ladies, take a massage, take a manicure, take a pedicure. Gentlemen, go for a hike, get your bike and take a long bike. Or if you had a motorcycle, ride your motorcycle, or go on a hiking on the forest. I know the guys like to be alone, so they usually go hiking for many hours. Treat yourself always. Once a month, get a massage, make you feel that you deserve it. One of the other hacks is draw energy from your frequent smiles. Smile a lot. You'll be amazed how people treat you different when you smile. Go to Starbucks, just to smile to them and they say, the smiling is contagious. If you're about to board a plane, smile to the flight attendant. They smile back. So one of the quick hacks for success is try to smile a little bit longer. It is contagious. Find the good on the bad. That's another habit. Everything that happens in your lives happens for a reason. So try to find out, oh, maybe the universe is trying to tell me something. Think of solutions and not problems. Let me see what else I have. I have the stories. I have, in a lot of my speaker events, I try to teach people about how to. Dean has a lot of how to search for the secret sauce, how to change, how to carry yourself, how to live your true purpose and push past your fears, how to get out of the funk. That's a good one. So tell you what, it's almost 7:30, and I know some of you have joined hearing me talk about how excited I am about this book. It probably be one of the books I read 2 or 3 times a year. But what I'm gonna do with you is, you're in this call, you're SVP for this webinar, I'm going to email you my Lorena's Cliff Notes for the Millionaire Success Habits. And it's going to tell you all the habits by page numbers. But you have to promise me to finish reading the book. Finish reading the book, identify it, highlight. So I'm going to send you my Lorena Cliff Note of the habit. I'm going to also send you my power phrases. And what else I'm going to send you? That's lots of smiles I'm going to send you. So thank you for joining me today. Be good, be kind. I'm going to be announcing the next book. Remember, A Time for Profit. Oh, where is it? It's right here. That's for next month. Get the book. Gina and I have an event program for next month as well. This is for ladies that are actively investing in real estate, or if you want to invest in real estate, It's a mastermind. That's what I'm doing, a mastermind for ladies. So thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful dinner with your family. And just remember, smile a lot. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.